Hi, I'm one of the Heavener School of Business online advisors. This video is for students who are on probation term 2, so please check your contract to verify your classification and that you're watching the right video. This coming semester will be probation term 2 for you because you met the minimum grade requirement for probation term 1 and are now progressing to a second consecutive term. Yay! Or because you got off probation previously but earned another low grade and are now back on probation for a second non-consecutive term. In probation term 2, you must now eliminate at least half of your deficits in the specific GPA category you have deficits in. So if you have core deficits, you must take a core course and attempt to remove it at least half of those deficits. Your advisor will recommend a course, but if you think you do better in a different course, just email them. Another requirement for probation term 2 is that you earn at least a C in the course you take. So if you don't remove half of your deficits, but you earn at least a C, you can continue on probation for a third term. Lastly, and this is true for all probation terms, you cannot accrue additional deficits in any GPA category, which means if your core GPA is below the required 2.0, you can't earn a C- or less in the core course you're asked to take. Each stage of probation has several possible outcomes. Let's look at the best case scenario, which is at the end of the coming term, you earn a high enough grade to remove all your deficits and get off probation. At this point, you have used 2 probation terms and have 1 term left. The second best scenario is you earn the minimum grade required, reducing your deficits by half. If that happens, you'll be granted a third and final probation term next semester where you'll have to eliminate all remaining deficits. As mentioned earlier, if you earn a C- or less in the GPA category you have deficits in, if you accrue additional deficits in any other GPA category, such as your major GPA or area specialization GPA, or you accumulate 15 or more deficits, you'll be suspended or dismissed. However, you can petition if you have documented extenuating circumstances. At this point, you probably realize speeding things up is not a realistic option and that you must slow down if you want to earn a business degree from UF. Same as before, if you have core deficits, you'll want to go all out to earn the absolute highest grade possible. Your goal should be not only to achieve the minimum 2.0 GPA, but to add as much padding as you can to that GPA so that if you have one or more of the harder core courses left, like finance, ops man, business stats, and business law, you can absorb a lower grade or 2 and not go back on probation or have to retake a course to boost your GPA. Remember these scenarios? Both students started out with the same number of deficits and both got off probation pretty quickly. But as student A progressed, they took heavier course loads and got the grades we most commonly see in the core courses. Student B took fewer courses and earned a higher grades as a result. Both had to deal with earning a very low grade in finance, but student B was able to absorb the D-, not go on probation again, and they didn't have to retake Finance 3403 since a D- is a passing grade. Remember, the best strategy is to take fewer courses each semester so you can earn higher grades, which can offset lower grades in the more challenging core courses. So slow and steady wins the race. If you're willing to put in the time, you can do this. What you don't want to do is go through the motions and simply hope for a different outcome. You must change how you approach your courses and make a deliberate, concerted effort to be successful. If you don't have the time you need, adjust how you spend your time. If you have ongoing circumstances that are interfering with your progress, then sit a semester or 2 out rather than doing additional damage to your GPA. If you're questioning your abilities or whether you should enroll this coming semester, speak with your advisor so the two of you can strategize on the best way for you to proceed.